I think the best label that we've come up with so far is a heterosexual quad, or a polyquad, or a double couple relationship.
People just assume that when you're polyamorous, they're like, oh, you're into some weird stuff. No matter what you do, I mean, people judge you, so.
Does anyone ever get jealous? On a count of 3, raise your hands. Ready, go.
This is Matt. He fell in love with Carmen.
Matt and I have been married for almost 9 years now, together for 11.
Then Carmen fell for Keith, who was already in love with Brooklyn. And did I mention Brooklyn is also dating Matt?
Just kidding. Oh, that's how it's gonna be. This is the intro, y'all. Hey, this is like a normal Saturday night. I'm trying to look more comfortable, but it's not working. So,
How did the quad start?
Comfort.
I'm so comfortable.
We love each other.
Matt and I got into West Coast swing dancing last year, and Brooklyn and Keith are kind of the top people in Nashville to do that. And we had seen them around, and you know, Matt and I personally had talked about an open relationship or what that would look like, and we kind of just all hung out a couple of times. It happened pretty quickly, I mean, and it was very organically too.
as a quad, we've been together for about 8 months now.
Not long into their poly relationship, and all 4 people in this quad are living under one roof.
Keith and I were in an original relationship, and Matt and Carmen are married in an original relationship as well. We like to call ourselves the OGs. And then we also have the switch where Keith and Carmen are in a relationship, and me and Matthew are in a relationship as well. I think the best label that we've come up with so far is a heterosexual quad, polyquad, double couple relationship.
I've seen a lot of monogamous relationships that they just make it work, and that's not something that me and Carmen wanted to do. We didn't want to just make it work for 20 years, 30 years. We wanted to actually live a loving life, and so if this is the way to do that.
It's hard to be monogamous in today's day and age. Like, there's so many social media outlets, a lot of temptation, if you will.
Each one of us kind of have roles in each other's lives that are met by the individuals here.
Me and Brooklyn, we tend to have a lot more banter, like, than me and Carmen.
Keith and I really kind of do more like soul search work together. Is that fair to say? Or like...
Yeah, I think that we tend to dig a little deeper into our feelings.
Yeah.
But it's not just the 4 of them living under one roof. Carmen and Matt's 2 young children are also part of the picture.
Karen and Ellie know that Brooklyn and Keith are part of the family and that we all love them very much. Beyond that, we refer to them as their godparents, and that's all, you know, they do know.
So what do you think about having Keith and Brooke as part of the family now?
That they're nice to us, and I like them being here.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
With 2 kids and a long-term marriage to Matt, Carmen found it hard opening up about her evolving relationship.
I was pretty nervous to tell my family because I felt like they weren't going to be okay with it or judge me. I put it off for a while, and then I finally was just like, Mom, we're dating other people. I'd rather just have it out there, and then, I mean, people are going to judge you if they love you, if they don't love you, no matter what you do.
With some judgment being harder to swallow than others.
They tell me all the time how they're like, are you thinking about your children, and this is going to mess them up, and it's not right, and all that stuff. So that's been pretty hard for me because I take parenting very seriously, and I would never do something that would put my children in danger. This is yours.
Wow, what?
Do you have it with 2 hands? Lick it.
We feel the most judgment when we first tell people about our relationship.
I would say the biggest misconception is that people think that we just, you know, do stuff all together and have orgies all day, every day. I feel like people just assume that when you're polyamorous or that you have multiple loves in your life, people think they're like, oh, you're into some weird stuff.
And it's not just the judgment that this quad has had to contend with.
She's great.
Does anyone ever get jealous? On a count of 3, raise your hands. Ready, go. Matt. Yeah, we get jealous a lot, but that's just part of it. It's one of the challenges. I feel when we're all communicating that we can work through anything. We make sure that our relationships are solid before we go into switching, because we don't want anyone to be hurt.
The benefits of being in a poly relationship are definitely just having another person to lean on emotionally and connect with them in a deeper level.
With so many benefits of being poly, this quad have no intention of going back to being 2 pairs anytime soon.
Being in a quad relationship is just the extra amount of everything.
Who doesn't want more love in their life? It's been pretty great, actually.